You're watching a video on why exercising won't make you healthy, especially if your gut is wrecked, your thyroid's crashing, or your hormones are all over the place. If you've been working out harder and feeling worse, this is why. By the end of this video, you'll understand why exercise might be digging your hole deeper and how to actually rebuild your health from the inside out. I'm Dr. Forrest Sauer, and I help people fix their energy, hormones, and gut by solving the root causes, not covering up the symptoms. Reason number one, why exercise isn't always helpful. Exercise, to be clear, is great, but when your body is inflamed, when it's depleted of nutrients or unfed, exercise becomes another stressor, not a solution. It raises your cortisol, it increases inflammation, and it burns through minerals that your body doesn't have. And the result is you have more fatigue, you have more bloating, you have more hormonal chaos. You see, it looks like this. When you exercise, you are going to naturally increase a hormone called cortisol. You're also going to increase inflammation. You're also going to decrease nutrients. With this combination, with this trifecta, all as a result of going through exercise, when you have this combination, when you increase cortisol, which is your stress hormone, when that goes up, your inflammation goes up, and the thing that actually balances out your cortisol and inflammation goes down, which is your nutrients, your proper nutrients in your body help balance out your cortisol and decrease inflammation. When this goes down, this is where actually doing more exercising can do your body more harm than good, and that is why exercise is not always the answer. A perfect story to illustrate this is a client came in and she was doing 6 days a week of HIIT workouts or high intensity interval training. She was still bloated. She was still exhausted. She was still gaining weight. She was just simply mentally pushing through. And so we ran a stool test on her. Her gut bacteria was wildly out of balance. Her thyroid, it was under converting her thyroid hormones, making her feel exhausted. Now her cortisol, it was sky high in the morning and it was tanking by 3 p.m. She was working harder and her energy was burning out faster because her hormones and her exercise was actually working against her. But here's where things get even more surprising. Her body wasn't broken. It was trying to survive. Her workouts were using and draining the very resources her body needed to heal. And so principle number one, if you've been exercising and not feeling better and you want to fix the root cause, is you need to see if there's any gut dysfunction. When your gut is inflamed, or what we call dysbiotic in the medical world, exercise can make it worse. Exercise temporarily increases gut permeability to allow for more nutrient absorption, which is good if you're healthy. However, if you already have a leaky gut or SIBO, more workouts is going to equal more inflammation. And exercise moves blood flow away from your digestion and towards your muscle tissue. You can't absorb those nutrients, detox your hormones, or calm down the inflammation properly. Therefore, if you have gut dysfunction or an unhealthy gut, your symptoms are going to be bloating after workouts, constipation, diarrhea, low appetite, high cravings for sugar or salt, and constant after exercise fatigue. If you don't feel more energized after exercising, this is a very clear sign. Now, principle number two is if you're exercising and not getting the results that you're looking for, do you have a thyroid dysfunction? Is your thyroid being suppressed by overtraining? Exercise without recovery or nourishment is actually going to drive down your thyroid function, meaning it's going to lower a hormone called T3. It's going to reverse T3. It's going to lower your body temperature so you feel cold all the time, slow down your metabolism, and the symptoms you're going to have is cold hands and feet, waking up exhausted, menstrual cycle irregularities. You're going to feel like your muscle is wasting away. This happened to a lady where she came in and her thyroid was always deemed normal. Her TSH was always normal, but we ran a full thyroid panel on her, and sure enough, her T3 was at the very bottom, is at 2.0. Her body needed less training so that way her thyroid could actually heal. She needed more healing food and stress recovery. Now, if you're still watching, then you don't want to miss this next piece. This next piece is what almost every coach or doctor actually misses. And this is the hormone cycle crash that makes you feel more tired the more that you train. And this brings us to principle number 3. So principle number 3 is hormonal imbalances plus cortisol crashing. Overtraining raises your cholesterol. Cortisol blocks progesterone. Low progesterone means you're going to be more tired. You're going to have worse sleep. You're going to hold on to weight more. And in women, high cortisol increases your testosterone, which means you have acne, hair loss, low sex drive, and your symptoms, there are going to be problems with sleep. You're going to have mood swings. You're going to have symptoms of PMS. Weight's going to be stuck on no matter how much you exercise or starve yourself, even if you're doing everything right. This happened to a client of mine, unfortunately, where she was eating everything the way that she was supposed to. She had been going paleo, eating the paleo diet for 3 years and still not feeling right. She was eating clean food. She was going through intense workouts, and yet she had no cycle. She had no sex drive, no energy. We actually cut back on her training. We supported her hormonal balances and decreased the amount that her cortisol was crashing. And within 6 weeks, she got her period back. Because the fix was not working out more. It was actually to heal the stress and the hormonal imbalance that was happening in the first place. So movement without burnout. Because if you're inflamed, if you're tired or you're hormonally off, movement needs to be strategic, not punishing. So here's what we do in our clinic. Not saying it's right for you or right for everybody, but this is what we do in our clinic. We start off with walking and then mobility, restorative lifting, not intensity. Just let's get the muscles working. Let's start working out a little bit, not pushing too hard. And we are going to continue doing that while we're rebuilding the gut, while we're fixing any thyroid imbalances that might be going on, any adrenal or hormonal imbalances. And then once all of those things are taken care of, then we can start reintroducing the intensity, and only when the body is ready. So stick with me, because this is where it all comes together. Exercise is a tool. It's not a cure. If your gut is inflamed or your hormones are crashing, pushing harder just pushes you backwards. Healing needs to come first, and then the workouts are going to work for you versus against you. If you've struggled with this cycle, post in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts or any questions that you have on this topic. Give us a like and subscribe. My name is Dr. Forrest Sauer. I look forward to hearing from you soon.